must teach them how to grow. I speak to Jane. I say, Jane, where are your prospects? I need to speak to them. We sit on a round table. Jane watched me speak to her people. That is what is called down back. And when Jane brings like 5 prospects, I speak to them and 2 people sign up. Do you know that Jane will get motivated? Sure. After hearing what she has heard in a hall like this, right? Now, Jane is not just hearing the theoretical part of it, she's experiencing it practically. So Jane has had a hot bath and what? A down bath. And the down bath sustains what she has received. She can boldly say to another person, this dream is a reality. Oftentimes we attribute most things to, did God help me? But God is willing to help you. And it starts with our choices. That's why He gave us power to choose. So if you make good choice, it's good for you. And if you decide to sleep, you don't follow up with your dream, then it becomes a mere wish. So it feels great when you are in a hot bath, but you can get cold quickly when you get out of the hot bath. Just like when you are in the bathroom, you bath with the hot water, and you enter a room that has air conditioning. What happens is you start shivering. That's a simple analogy with hot bath. Now, to motivate people, I said you must build under them. I'm working for Jane. Now, Jane brings in 2 people. Okay? Out of the 5 persons, 2 people come on board the business. And I said to Jane again, I said to Jane, tell these people to bring their own people. I will speak to them. Until these persons sign up their own 2 people, become bronze, I have not duplicated myself. So once these two people sign up their own person, I can boldly say to myself, I have duplicated myself. So the next thing to do is to watch Jane, follow Jane up, ensure that Jane do the same thing for these people. And as Jane is doing it for these people, nobody will tell Jane that if Jane signs up Simon, nobody will tell Jane that Jane needs to do the same thing to Simon to ensure that Simon brings in his own people. And that's how the system starts growing. But if I bring Jane on board and say, don't bring this one, I'll go find another one, that business will not grow. Jane will do the same thing. Jane will bring somebody else, abandon the person, and go for another one. And if you are doing that, you are not building a sustainable system. Everybody needs to be motivated. And for me to work for you, you must agree to work with me. You are in my team, and I call you up. Hi, come on, can we meet today, or can we meet tomorrow? I need to share some things with you. And say, oh, sorry, I'm busy. I don't have time today. Okay, let's fix it tomorrow. And tomorrow you wake up, you tell me another story. Sorry. Tomorrow you tell me another story. I'll leave you. Because you are not willing to move. You can take a horse to the stream, but you can't force the horse to drink water. So if you are willing to go to the stream with me, and you are willing to drink the water, I will take you to the ocean. So when you are having your distributors training, ensure that what you do, 90% of what you do at that training should be to motivate one another, to inject some things. That hot bath is always important. But apart from the hot bath, it is much, much better to sustain what you have received. We're not trying to say that because of this new direction, we are not going to have our weekly meetings. But your weekly meetings should not be the normal prospect meetings. No, you are developing leaders this time. A system has been built. That's why we have the manual. We want to replicate what these people are doing. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We want to ride on another person's knowledge. And if there's a book which MD has talked about several times, The Success Formula. If you read the book written by Bob Burg, one of the things he said is that the people who succeed in this 21st century are those who run on other people's ideas, who work with other people's money. Now, working with other people's money doesn't mean you will steal people's money. It means you need to leverage on opportunities. Then even the hottest desert will not boil water, no matter how hot the desert is. So if Susan is very hot, she's very energetic, but Susan is not putting the commensurate efforts to ensure that she speaks to one or two people and tell them about the business opportunity, no matter how hot she is, she cannot boil water. As Susan is hot, Susan needs to go out and prospect. Susan must have a name list. Out of your name list, you should start with your immediate environment. There are people who are on this business, but their family members don't know about it. I don't know if you are shy, or you are afraid to tell them, or you feel they have not seen the result. Somebody actually said, don't worry, Charles, when they see me, I don't they travel, they go join me. No, start somewhere. So, see, everybody who has success started somewhere. They might not see it in you, but they can see it in another person. Let them learn. And if they insist, good and fine, you have tried your best. But ensure you speak. Ensure you tell other people. So you need to build people and you need to work with the gold ship. That's when I said that if you are willing to go with me, I am willing to go the whole haul. That's what I mean. This gold ship. I'm sure HENSHAW told you about gold ship. So you need to identify the gold ship. Those who are willing to go with you, work with them. Those in your team that are not willing to work, find out their reasons. If they can't give you any good reason, leave them. Move on. Hit people up from below. In other words, your major goal should be building your team, affecting your team to move beyond its level. Always call your members up. Try to find out, most especially your first generation, these first people. Always find out from them what is going on. This first four. You know, we're working with power of four. Always find out from them what is going on. What is going on? How is your team doing? Once in a while, you come down. You talk to the people below. Don't abandon your team members. This is a life business. The greatest asset you can build is human asset. Some of us, we work in an organization where they give us targets. They give you a target of, like the bankers, they give you a target of 150 million naira, 500 million naira to achieve within XYZ months. Now, when you achieve this, you begin to ask yourself, how much is my money inside? Seriously, you don't earn more than your pay package. Maybe you will get a little increase, Abi. But you have built an asset. But the asset does not belong to you. The asset belongs to another person. In other words, you have built an empty asset. I'm not trying to say that what you have done is wrong. But while you are at that, you should also think of your own future. You need to leave inheritance for your generation. You can't keep working all your life. MD told you a story about a farmer and a hunter. I want to be a farmer. I don't want to be a hunter. A hunter always go for his meat. Once that one is finished, he will go for another. But a farmer rears his own. At any time, he can go back to his van and take what he wants. I want to be a farmer. If you want to be a farmer, you can repeat, I want to be a farmer.
I want to be a farmer.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Then, the desire which you have, you need to add commitment to it. After this training, after this day, after this rally, you need to get to work. Never you think that they have taken every other person.